Okay, it is August 22nd. Yesterday I was trying to sell my secret seller project, as I call it. My friend was telling me, like, on the 16th, you don't want to tell people you're on food stamps, blah, 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 even people in public, because they might report you for selling stuff. But the thing is, I need the bill money. I'm not going to say it anymore, so, because she's right. Because if somebody opens their mouth, they'll get me in trouble. I don't want to have to give them money, because the thing is, if you make money, it's like they don't want you to have money. And she told me they make these accounts to help people, because they do need money. I'm not going to say what the accounts are, but I'm just going to say that's what I was told. Anyways, on the 9th, she made an order after I showed her this bag. I made another one of those weaved bags. My idea, before I show it, I'm going to tell you what, I was going to actually, I still have 2 avocados and still have the 3 keychains that I made for the, those ice cream ones I made. I was going to put them back in sets of 4, but I'm not going to push myself too hard. I'm just going to make the projects uncomfortable. I'm trying to squeeze in a couple more washcloths and maybe a couple more towel toppers, because all I gotta do is sew in the amount I'm doing and then just crochet them. They're not that hard. If I can get a couple more in, if possible. I got 6 done so far. Because if you sew in the loops to all the ones you want to make, if you're making 4, 6, or 8, do it. And then when you're crocheting, you just have to crochet, and that's easy. So anyways, this is the bag I showed her. This is the one that's made with a dazzle yarn. It's a Karen dazzle yarn. I was actually having trouble with that. So I also made a folder, just made one now. I'm putting colors in here. I don't know what colors these are. I looked the palettes up online. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take the yarn, because like I was doing on the screen when I couldn't figure out the colors, I didn't figure out the colors right on the internet. I was trying to put the color yarn to the screen to see what the color was. The color was green, light green, dark green, whatever the color name is. I couldn't figure it out, so now I'm cutting my yarn, and I'll show that next. But anyways, yeah, I'm trying to push the yarn against these and see if they match, so I can tell what the tones are. Then when I make crafts, I'll know what people like. So what I did was I punched some of these in, and I looked and I matched them. I pushed them against the other yarn skeins, and I know the red heart ones are normally the ones I have. If it was a Burnett or something, I would put the name right next to it. So in other words, this one was a cornflower color down here. That's a Burnett one. So this way I'm going to make a color palette. What I'm going to have to do is, with the mixed yarns that I have, I'm going to have to probably knit a panel and stick it in the folder, because I'm not going to remember it. So another thing is, I got like those ombre yarns. I cut mine apart into separate skeins. I'm going to have to cut them apart before the color changes, because you got to make sometimes you got to make a little bit of a longer panel just to show the other colors that was on it. I'm thinking of just doing that short version too. I'm going to make one of these purses bigger for myself, even though I already made a purse not too long ago that I started when I was 25 and a half or 26 years old. That one I showed you that I made, that one looks, my friend said, looked like a rug, which is kind of funny. I'm going to wear it and display it, but mine's going to be a little bit bigger than this one. It's going to have to be a different price. There's not going to be any pockets in it. It's just like basically your button-based one, so it's just open work button and this and that, but just buttons closed. And my friend made an order, and I told her on the 16th that I couldn't make the one she wanted because the wool. She chose a wool yarn. And I know people would say, oh, if somebody doesn't listen to you, it shrinks, it's their fault, yeah, that kind of thing. If I made you something wool and it shrunk, that would be your fault. But, however, I didn't want her to, she's my first time customer. She just started working at her government building where it helps you to get a job. Eventually I'll get a job somewhere. I find one that's gluten-free. My neighbor thinks I'm crazy because if I get infected, or if I eat something, I'll puke, and that's horrible. It's gross to say. I know that is gross. But anyways, the thing is, basically, she told me yesterday that she couldn't buy the bags for me because they have a weird policy. I think it's made up. I'm just going to say that and end it, because I don't know if anyone's going to watch this. But anyways, any of them would watch this. But otherwise, I think that's made up, because I sold stuff to a staff member before, and they didn't get trouble or nothing when I sold them stuff, so it was kind of weird. Like, I made a couple. I made a Totally puppet, or not Totally puppet, Mr. Hat puppet. I made a flat Totally character. I made a couple South Park characters. I made a bear for his son, and he never got in trouble or anything. The person that, I'm not going to say the person's name, it's a guy though, we'll leave it at that. But anyways, cut the story short. So, I have to wait for her to be at the craft fair for her to get her order. And before that, I was thinking, when I was telling her about the wool shrinking, I was thinking, I make this bag that's going to get shrunk and ruined, and she's not going to be the only one upset. I'd be upset. I wouldn't be mad at her. I would be upset because I feel like I wasted my time making it, and she ruined it. Nothing against her stepdaughters when I say that. It's just I'm worried it's going to get wrecked right away. I want it to last. I know some people can wreck up bags and stuff, just to cut the story short. Not judging people, just saying. I probably wreck things and not realize it myself. Well, anyways, I was thinking about that bag I made, the wool one. I took it apart and I took the buttons to make it look like goggles. So this is like a little headband I made because that one of these straps, and I just sewed it together. So that's a little scarf and a little headband. So got to change that one because I don't want that one to shrink. It's going to have a wool word on it with the warning, it is wool, blah, blah, blah. Anyways, to cut the story short. And, oh yeah, besides doing this, this is actually a good idea, like, when you write the names down. Then I'm also going to type, I'm deciding to type them. I'm going to type and print and paste it on here with some glue. Like, I'll just glue the white typed version of the names of those. I actually bought another skein yarn. I told myself if I see a yarn I never seen before, I'm going to buy one skein and that's it. I did that on Tuesday before going to Knit Club. My friend says, and she's right, every time you walk in a yarn store, and this is the one I never tried, it's called a... if I can see the name of it somewhere. It's a heather. I know that. Let's see. Oh, it's a teal heather. This one I don't think I've tried. But anyways, I'm going to have to write down the Burnett Super Value name on there and stuff, which yarn company it is. And basically, like I said, basically, you see a yarn, and I have to tell myself to only buy one because I got too much yarn. No duh. But anyways, yeah. But anyways, I told my friend on the 16th, last week we were doing the car wash. I do janitorial on Wednesdays and car wash on Fridays. And she basically, I showed her this one, and she told me her daughters want they're done before school, her stepdaughters do. And I got the other one done too, but I have to put hers in a box. Because hers, I'm not counting these ones on the sale for the craft fair and blah, blah, blah. I know food stamps, so you shouldn't really tell them. But she asked me why I announced this, but this is the second one. And she told me the reason you shouldn't tell food stamps this stuff. She says, if you tell people, they can't telling you. But she also told me that food stamps can't just, I thought they were going to find out how much she says they can't sit and watch you. I was worried they're going to find out I sell things. Because you need emergency money for your bills and all that stuff. You got to understand that. If I'm repeating myself, I apologize. I'm doing my best. But anyways, because I'm doing more of these bags, I've also decided to have more fillings. So I'm prepping the fillings. I'm pre-sewing them. They're kind of crooked sewing. Who cares? But that's okay. I'm pre-sewing a couple fillings in case I don't know how many I'm going to end up making. It takes 2 to 3 days to make. I'm going to try and make 3 more of these. I just made, I made 4-pack of these. These ones are knitted. And this is with butter. It's a waffle with butter. It looks like a cookie. Someone said I made 4 of those. I made that one. I invented myself. Looks pretty cool, I know. I'm trying to see if I can make 3 more of the pancake one. The pancake one, some pancakes have white on the outside of them, so it's got butter melted on it. That I sewed on. I'm going to see if I can make 3 more of these. And I plan on hanging them on a pegboard. Without breaking stuff here. I got metal pegs that I'm going to stick in here. I'm going to hang the pegs with the keychains on so people could see them better. The kids could see them better and all that jazz. Anyways, yeah. I also have these to hold the adult hats in and everything, if I didn't mention that, and the small hats. I had 2 for hanging onto the towel holders because I got 6 so far. I'm going to see how many I can do. I was going to put the washcloths in the smaller one, but I don't know if I'm going to get that many washcloths done because so far, I'm trying to see if I can get 1 more corner to corner, and I actually got my scrubby yarn here inside this one. I'm thinking with the scrubby yarn, I heard because the lady asked me, do you make scrubbies? I said, no, these are scrubby washcloths. That was 1 skein of yarn. I don't know if they sell it anymore, the corner to corner ones, and I used some leftover yarn in this one. I'm going to try and see if I can do 1 more of this one. And I showed my friend the pattern. I let her keep the copy of the pattern. I typed, the lady that invented this one said 18 rows, and I typed the exact rows that it took because I did the test pattern, as I call it, to figure out how many rows it actually was. Nothing against the woman that made it. But I'm going to try and make 1 more of these, see if I at least have 6. Trying to keep the old people happy. Yeah, these 2 I'm not going to count on my sale. My friend told me on the 16th, she says, how much of those, like when she was like asking me, how much of those bags? I said $24 a piece, and that would equal 48. She said, I'm going to give you $50. I said, cool, I get a $2 tip. But that's going to be a secret sale. I ended up fixing another bag at the end of, it was the 20th when I made this one. I showed her my new one too. I made another one, It's got the topaz yarn, and it's got like a light gray or a silver. I think this is the light gray one I just labeled. I'm trying to figure out what the colors I gotta match the yarns like I used to. I'm just gonna do it like when I go in Walmart, because I only got so much time to shop. I'm gonna probably go about 8 or 6 of these, and then I'll just decipher them before I go food shopping, because I do my clothes shopping and all that before that, and I could quickly look and match the colors, and I know all the colors. I'm not gonna probably get every single one of them. I'll try and do what I can there. Anyways, yeah, that's another headache right there. So yeah, so far those are the plans and everything. I'm trying to figure out what to do. I'm trying to see if I can do more of these. I'm going to see if I can do a couple more towel toppers, because all I got to do is sew the strands in, and then I just got to crochet. Like, I sewed them in 6 towels before I started, and I got them done in 2 days. So I'll see if I can do more towel toppers so I can still use this big one right here. I'm going to put the towel topper picture on here, or maybe I'll just stick them in there. I think they'll stick out pretty good in there. But otherwise, I'm trying to see if I can get a couple more washcloths, you know, to keep the old people happy. But young people use these too. I don't really use these at all. I suppose maybe I could test them. But this one lady was telling me, this is the scrubby yarn inside this one. And I actually heard a lady complaining, not complaining like a bad person, but she was complaining, saying that the scrubby yarn you get from Walmart, she says it's hard to see the stitches, just like when I know, just like when you use those thin yarns like the eyelash yarn, I had to mix it with an acrylic just so I could see the stitches, like I did on that shawl I made for that double stitch twin shawl I showed you not too long ago. I'll be showing what I got left and blah blah. I hope more stuff sells this time, because I really want to get rid of most of this stuff. I don't hate my art, I just want it to sell. So I'm going to be making a few more bags. I'm going to put labels on these ones, and I'll show any extra ones I've made and all that jazz. But anyways, the scrubby yarn, I was thinking maybe I could mix a cotton yarn like this cotton yarn and a scrubby yarn together. I think that would help make scrubbies, because I'm going to try and make scrubbies, because an old lady was asking, do you make scrubbies? When that old guy was asking me, do you make those crochet washcloths that are like really, really good? And I think he was talking about this one, honestly. So I'm going to see if I can make another one of those. So that's my plan so far. I will be, after my appointment on the 30th, I have to go see my doctor. My eyes so far are still fine. Lucky I haven't gone blind by diabetes, thank God. But anyways, regardless of that, I will be, I'm not sure what time, it's probably PM. I'm going to show you all the stuff on the 31st. I'm going to be at the market. It's going to be an early Labor Day festival market. They do it on a Saturday, usually I think before Labor Day or somewhere around there. Like, it's usually around there. But anyways, I will be back on the 30th. I will be posting the rest of the stuff I made, and it'll probably have a label already on it. I'm going to put the labels on them so I can keep track of what's sold and all that jazz, and then I can still do my secret sales in case I need extra money, so that's not going to hurt me. I was actually surprised when my friend wanted to order 2 bags. I was actually shocked. This bag, I sold 1, and now I'm selling 2 more. I think these other ones will sell too, because this one's got kind of a Halloween color to it with the orange. But I'm trying to see what kind of things I can do. I might do holiday colors next. I'm trying to print sheets off, and I'm going to try and match the yarn with the colors and see what I can do. And after I'm done deciphering this thing, I'm going to try and knit, like I said, with the mixed yarns, because I got an ombre yarn. And I'm going to make myself a bag, and I'm going to wear it, and it's going to be a little bit bigger than this one. I think it's going to be about that big, somewhere around there, just so I got more room to throw my stuff in. This one's a small one, but yeah, like I said, I'm going to try and see, like, you know, like you could see in these yarns, you could see where the color changes in this one, but on those ombre ones, it kind of takes like a couple rows till you can get it to change, and I don't want the squares so big in my folder. I'm going to try and kind of cheat and cut them down a little bit and try to display all the colors. I'll put the name of the color it is, because you don't know if they're going to stop selling any of these colors, which really sucks when they cut out a color and they quit using, like they quit making it, they did get rid of it. Like when Lion, sorry for starting, like when Lion Brand got rid of Fancy Fur, that honestly pissed me off. That was my favorite yarn. I still have 2 small balls and I'm nervous about using them. I'll eventually get to use them. If anyone says, oh, can you make me something with that? I'll say, nope, it's discontinued. I wish they would shut up and not do that. You know, you have that yarn, the Stitch Bird yarn, they have leftovers of that on eBay. That's where I first learned it. I fell in love with it. I looked online brand and said discontinued right off the bat. I'm like, oh, come on, really? So, yeah, I'm sorry for the rambling. I'll be back on the 31st. And of course, they'll be connected with this video. I'll see you all then. And oh yeah, also another thing my friend told me before. Yeah, I'm gonna ramble a little bit more. But anyway, she told me that you can actually pollinate your own garden flowers. I'm like, really? She said you take a Q-tip and you swirl it in there, and it looked like earwax when I did it because my pumpkin plant didn't grow any pumpkins. I don't know if any bees are pollinating. Some people's gardens are. I hope it's not the end of the vegetables and all that jazz, because some people's gardens, because of all this climate change crap, I don't know if it's from that green Christmas or what, but people are having trouble with their plants. So if I see a flower on one of my things, I take a Q-tip and you do it until the Q-tip's loaded and it's like yellow or whatever color the pollen is. But yeah, anyways, yeah. So that's another thing I'm trying to see if I can get my pumpkins to grow. Because last time I had that watermelon, it was only that big. I tried to keep it alive in the house. It just died. It rotted on one side. I was like, great. This time I got pumpkins. I overwatered my watermelon. I don't know how many days until you have to water again. I'll have to study that too. But hopefully I can get some pumpkins this time. So far no pumpkins grew, but I hope they do grow. And maybe next year I can grow a watermelon. So I got to practice planting better a little bit. So it's a practice as you preach, you know, they say. Anyways, I'll be back on the 30th. I don't know what time I'll be back to do what I have left. A bunch of these are going to get tags put on them and all that jazz. And I'll be back to show you the other stuff I made before the craft fair starts. And of course, we'll do the same thing. I'll show you what I have, like I plan on the 30th. And then I'll show pictures. And basically, if I show like I did last time, I showed double of one of the pictures of the avocado. I'll do the same with these. So whatever amount I have of these. So if I sold all 4 and I had 4 of these, you'll see 4 pictures of the same item. I'm not going to just put a picture of 4 they all sold. That's just what I'm going to do. But I'm sure you don't mind that. Anyways, I'll see you later. Okay, it's me. It's really late. It's 9:43, so I'm going to try and record this quick. And hopefully I can remember what all the new items. Maybe I can mix and match. But I'll be going. Today is the 30th. I ended up panicking, thinking my friend forgot about me. She came home and said, oh, I didn't forget about you. No offense, but I told her you should have called me because I thought I was going to have nobody to sell. I kind of got a little mad. I wasn't trying to be mad at her. It's just I want this stuff sold. And I told God I'm sorry if I was acting as selfish when I wasn't trying to be. It's just, you know, you want your yarn and stuff to sell. I just heard some bad news about my friend. She's retired, and apparently she's moving away. She was one of my drivers for the longest time. She brought me to a couple craft fairs. I was able to get, like, purses that were $2 a piece for 4 at one craft, or one, it was a rummage sale. We went to 2, only one of them had something This camera keeps shutting off. I gotta buy a new one. I don't have money for a big digital camera, so I'm stuck charging this thing, and so far I delete a couple pictures. I got most of the pictures online if I have to copy them and put them in there. Anyways, this is the one I just made today. I just finished that one. It's out of some yarn. I forgot what the name of it is. It's by Premier, I know that. And this one is on a discontinued yarn. I can make a couple more of these bags. So that's good. Another towel topper. I know the towel toppers and the washcloths will sell. I'm just hoping the winter stuff sells because I really want things to sell. I do mixed colored ones too, so it's in between. I got hats again still. And of course I got, this one's a retro stripe and charcoal. I can remember the yarn colors on this one, thank God. But I can't remember most of the colors on the other one, if that makes sense. I'll put those all in the same one, I think. But anyways, regardless of that, hopefully this stupid camera doesn't keep cutting out. And I got 4 of these pancakes. I'm just going to probably say a couple of this and that. But otherwise, I have 4 of these. And some of the butters are different on each one. So I got 4 of those, so I just have to show one and just say how many I have. There's the other one. Okay, and I got 4 in the same bag of the waffles. The waffle and the pancakes are mine. These ones are knitted. Oh, that was supposed to go in this bag. I just want this video ain't gonna be perfect, so you just expect what you expect. I don't have a video guy to record for me. We'll just cut the story short. I got some more hats I still got left. I'm just hoping they sell, and it's gonna be hot out tomorrow, which is a nightmare. Otherwise, I gotta go to that Christmas thing, like I said, at the high school, see if I'm not sure if I'm gonna film a video on there, if somebody wanted me to do that, if I can get to one. I'd have to rent a table for $15. Another granny square bag. I like to call this the hip bag pretty much because I hang them on my hip so nobody steals my money. And this is my design, of course. I put down all my designs on a separate sheet and all the other people's patterns sellable on another sheet, so I can concentrate which ones I invented that sold, that people liked. So I know to make more of my patterns, not just somebody else's project, not against their project when I say that. Like hats and stuff I'm trying to get rid of. Sell, not burn or anything, but yeah, I just want these things to get sold so I can get the money for them. I dropped some of the prices on certain things, stuff like that. I'm just trying to get my stuff done. Towel topper. Towel topper. Trying to speed this up because my video camera might shut off again. I don't know. It's getting weaker. It's a Sony. It's a really old one. So I got another one. I got 12 total of these. It's probably a good thing because the old people ask me, "Are you gonna make more?" This one lady says, "If I'm not the crafter, you don't have to make more, but other people want more." So I got to keep your old customers happy too. So like I said, I think I said that at the beginning of the video, and the other day I was talking. I was complaining about somebody having to buy. I'm not sure if I'm going to really count her projects. Hers is a private order, so I'm not going to count that towards the fair probably. Maybe I will. Making different stuff. Trying to sell what I can and make what I can. You gotta try and gain your profit off of whatever you're creating, wise, craft-wise, and all that jazz. And stuff you gotta try. My dog's mad because she wants her snack. It's late, but I told her she's got to deal with it just for a little bit. I'm not trying to bully the dog. She's got to go down and follow my friend. Sadly, she had to put her cat down. I don't know, this year. She had 5 cats, now she has 4. I'll miss her when she... Okay, this is going to be a glitchy video. I can't fix everything because this camera's acting weird. I just downloaded some stuff off of it. My friend ended up boycotting Walmart because they screwed her over $100 and something. She keeps telling them that she needs a refund. They give her 4 or 5 bullcrap stories. Cut the story short. But whenever I can get a new camera, if I stop recording, that's because this camera broke. So I won't be able to record until then. I'm not using my smartphone because I don't know how to fix. Because if I emailed something, I couldn't download it for some reason, so that was kind of weird. Cut the story short. Anyways, another hat. Trying to do this all before nighttime. I'm trying to get rid of all the stuff and showing you what I got, and then I'll show you what's sold in the picture form. I got my watermelon phone case still. I hope to God it's not so hot people wouldn't buy this for winter, honestly. So like I said, if I keep cutting out, just get used to the glitches. I can only do so much of this camera, because I'm not sure if I had too much on the camera. I'm not going to record everything. It's over 10:40, 24, and I got to quickly do dishes. A couple more hats. My coin purse that never sold, the bamboo one. My friend ordered a hat for me. I probably should have gave her this one or something, but I think it was a newborn or whatever, but not against that. But I made her special with a rose on it because I wanted it to be special to the baby. It's a church. Their church, she was getting baptized, and I thought it'd be special to have a rose on it because I think the rose is like the heart of Jesus. I'm not perfect at religion. I do my best. But yeah, the ponytail hat. It doesn't stretch, but hopefully a ponytail fits in there. The washcloth that didn't sell, and if it doesn't sell, I'll take it apart and make it into one of those other ones. And I think I said I had 4 ice cream cones. I had 3. If I said 4, I meant 3. Phone case that didn't sell. I hope for God that most of the stuff sells tomorrow, because I really want to sell these. And of course, I got all 4 of these. I'm just going to show one and report that I still have 4 of my cupcakes. If it wants to go back in the bag, that would be lovely. These bags don't want to close. Okay. Of course, I still have my 2 avocados. I'm just going to show one because, like I said, I'm trying to kill time. Not trying to kill so much time so I can sleep tonight. I'm going to sleep till probably 6:30 so I can get up and wake up and all that jazz and be woke up. But like I said, if I don't record anything, I'm trying to see if I can record more. I'm going to see how much these digital camera cost without having to spend so much money, because a lot of things cost so much money, it's ridiculous. The government's no better than the food corporation and all these selfish people with their selfish needs. And I wish God would just, I'm not against God, but I hope he steps in and does something. Puts Trump in charge, that's my opinion. I'm sorry. I don't care who likes Obama, but I want somebody that's smart that puts prices down. That's the only political thing I'll say right now. I'm not sure if I said anything political in the beginning of the video, but that's the only thing I'm going to say right now. We need smarter people. We need to clean the government up, besides cleaning all our lazy jobs out and get better people in there. You know, people that don't screw you over and give you short paychecks. Because I only work a part-time job. I got my ponytail kit. Yeah, my ponytails. I still got 3 of them. The little girl that bought one, that lady that bought that bag, she really likes her purse. So I made, that's the reason why I made more of those bags, because I have to have like more bags and stuff. Just checking what the dog was doing. Another phone case. This is one my friend from work, when she was my case, or my friend that helps me with paperwork and stuff. She's a case manager person. She's going to help 2 other people. That's the lady that's helping me. Her name's Mary. If I forgot to mention her name. I got this too. And she basically ordered a phone case and I made her that one. Yeah, I'm going to toss it in the bag in a minute. I got the watermelon one. And then, of course, I got my octopus. I'm probably not just going to open. I'm sure you can see through the plastic. It's just the octopus one. Otherwise, you can watch my last video and see some of the old stuff. Still got baby hats that didn't sell. Just dump this one so I can see what's in there. Toss that bag aside. I'll worry about it later. This one's obviously the jellyfish one. Just one of those. And I got this weird headband. I got the idea for the double stitch twins one. That was the blue and white one I showed not too long ago. Another hat. I think this one was made by Bago de Crochet. That's my other avocado keychain. I got some out of hate still. I still got my hats. Hopefully they sell. Otherwise I gotta wait till Winterfest. And these are made of cotton. I know people say cotton kills, but I think it's okay to have cotton fingerless mitts, and I don't think it's going to kill you. It's just, like, you're not using it to keep you warm, just to keep your hands, I guess, a little cozy. I'm thinking a little differently. Of course, the scarf with the yarn, I think it was Line Brand yarn. I forget about it. Whatever it was called, I keep forgetting about it. Fingerless gloves again. Just slide some of the containers back over here, because I'd shove everything in paper bags, the wool finger gloves. Fingerless gloves. The biggest hat I have so far. I had to put these in bags and stuff like, or boxes. I'm going to shove them in so people might buy them, I guess. And of course the lawn scarf that I forgot I had buried in one of my containers in my craft room. Lawn hat. Still have that, and I still have its twin over here, only it's a different color. Not sure if any kids are going to buy that. We'll take it apart if it doesn't work. I got this. This pattern actually came off somebody else's pattern idea, but it's not the same way she had hers. I think I don't know if she bought the headband, but I looked at it, and then I took some graph paper, and that's how I made this one. So that one is a scratch item. I don't know if I'd make that one again or not. Anyways, another hat. I just want to show what I can. Before it sells, if it sells, hopefully. But like I said, if I stop making videos, it's because that stupid camera died. It's a Sony digital camera. And I'm not using my phone because I don't know how to edit things on there. You're going to have to deal with the glitches on this video. There's a cowl that's short on one side, but I think it'll sell fingerless gloves again. I'm just trying, because when I get the money, I will eventually have to look up how much they're worth if I can afford one again. I just wish everything would go down, all the prices would. That's the biggest hat I own. There's the neck warmer, which I have tied together so it won't unravel. Toss it on. Alright. Here's my other bag. I think I'm going to put it in that other box I have. Just so I have them all together. I don't have to dig for that one. The basket that was supposed to be a basket turned into a bag. That was supposed to be a basket, but that's okay. There's a girl that wanted this one. Like I said in that video, I was pissed that the flea market, the woman is so mean she would let her have it. But anyways, I put this down to 37. That's as low as I'm going. Even though it was originally 38, but I plussed it by 2, and apparently I didn't get any money for that. I got long skirts still. I'm just hoping the winter stuff sells early. Otherwise I have to rent $15 table, and hopefully they sell them. This weird shaped hat. If any of these don't sell, I'm going to probably have to take them apart, and I'd really be depressed doing that. Or try and sell them at the other thing first. And I got that. It's a fun bag. I invented that one. And this is another bag I invented. It looks like a Halloween bag. I guess you could use it as a trick or treat bag. I can't say the T word around the dog. She just ate hers. And the double stitch twins vest. I think this is a medium if I remember correctly, so I had to put the size on here. Or no, it's an extra large. And this one I chose the colors on. They had different colors I think on theirs. Last container to fill. Alright, my knitting loom. It's a thin market bag. I keep forgetting what it's called. I got my skull bag. This is the oldest thing off my, I think this was the oldest thing I ever knitted. And it surprisingly turned out, I forgot how I made it. Somewhere there's graphs in my house. And this is the Packer colored bag. No, my friend didn't like the colors. I said, that's not a big deal. It doesn't have the G on it. And, anything, not that I don't care about. I don't watch football. And I got my, Darn Good Yarn bag that I made. A little sack bag kind of thing. And here's another one that's a purse. And I can't remember this one, Fiona, whatever the color is. I keep forgetting what the colors are. That's why I'm trying to write them down on a sheet. Or I can look them up in the Darn Good Yarn thing, because I remember this one. This one I ended up doing 3 buttons on. I ended up cutting the straps and sewing them in place because it was too long. So hopefully that sells too. I just hope most of this stuff sells in my barrel bag that I did from scratch. I just hope a lot of these things sell, because I'm really hoping. Fingerless gloves again. You know, because I just want to get more money. And this is a little, not a fun bag kind of thing, but like a little bag. It's a cotton one. It'll soak up water, obviously. So I know you can make bags out of a lot of different yarns. You can use acrylic. You just got to make sure you're not carrying something so heavy it rips it. And there's another market bag. And this one I ended up putting, or it's still 38 bucks. We'll see if it sells for that. My bag my friend wanted to buy off me, but she couldn't afford it, so I cut the price down on this. I went from 32 to 28, so hopefully it sells. I just cut some of them down. I know people tell me, oh, don't do that. Well, if they don't sell, I gotta cut them down a little bit. Just take a couple bucks off. You gotta shut up and deal with that. Got more scarf. My bubble gum one that looks messy on the back still. I don't think anyone cares if it's messy on the back. That was just a stitching error. Crop top from the Double Stitch Twins. I was supposed to make this for my cousin, but my cousins don't like me because I basically wouldn't let the family take things from my dad's house where I'm living. But I'm guarding the house till I die, I guess. The granny square bag that looks like underwear. It's kind of funny how those look like underwear to me. The other one, I just used granny squares I wasn't using anymore and I forgot about. Sometimes you make granny squares and you forget them. People say with ADHD you're not supposed to do them. I'm like, oh, what? Are you going to turn into a crazy serial killer? It didn't make me that crazy. I mean, I wasn't happy at the first time I screwed one up. And the Darn Good Yarn fingerless gloves. I just hope these sell. I had to write down the washing instructions on those ones. And this is a weird top I made. It's like a shawl top, I guess you could call it. Kind of like a shawl, but it's a little different, if that makes sense. I did it the best I could. And that took a lot of work to make. And here's the fun bag I gave one of these to my friends. So, she liked it. And a couple, this bag I think is off of, I know this one's off online. I can't remember what it's called. I think it's off the Yarnspiration one. I don't remember what the bag was called. It's like a tassel bag. I just look up tassel bag, maybe we can find it. And the Double Stitch Twins top that you put on a swimsuit. I've seen them do that one on their site. And of course this one, this shawl basically is really big. I'm just showing half of it. But it basically, I chose the yarn on this one. That was my choice. Alright, here's a bag. I think I did this one on my knitting loom if I remember correctly. I put filling in a zipper on it. Let's get the last stuff over here. Without knocking everything on the floor where it's going to get dog fur in it. And this bag was so long to make. I can't remember what this yarn is. It was off of Mary Maxim. I got it off their mystery bag. I can never find this color again. I tried taking pictures of it and I can't find it. I can't Google search pictures, which sucks because they give you different yarn names and I have to decipher it in Walmart if I can. But yeah, it's the biggest bag. I think this would pass for a tote bag. It's got filling in it and everything. Filling in a zipper. Some of the zippers are stuck being plastic. I do the better ones and I leave some of these bags open work. Like this one I did with my knitting machine, which you wind the knitting machine pretty much. And everybody keeps saying this looks like an owl. I guess it does. It's supposed to be a turkey, but I guess it would pass for an owl. I didn't know owls could be that color, but okay. I bet turkeys aren't that color. That's just me. And here's a scarf with the hat that I tied to it. Okay. I hope most of this stuff sells. I really don't want to have to keep taking this home, but if I have to sell it at Walmart or the Winterfest thing at the school, the winter selling thing, craft selling thing, we'll see if they sell them. And the cowl with the yarn I liked, Stitch Bird, that discontinued from Line Brand, that really sucked. Because that was a cool yarn to learn, and I still got some of it left. I don't know if I can get any more online, we'll see. And then I got my other bag. Another darn good yarn, and this bag was my pattern. It's a mesh bag that I created from scratch. And the mixed scarf, my friend says, oh, I don't think a guy would wear this. I said, everybody's got a different taste in color. I don't think everybody's going to hate every color I choose. I throw colors together. Sometimes I'll take a request if somebody tells me what colors they like. Like I did with my friend in her bags that I showed at the beginning of the video. Another scarf. I'm just hoping all these scarves sell. You know, it's going to be hot tomorrow. And of course, I got the Celtic knot. I remember this one. The Celtic knot scarf. It looks like a cowl in my book. And last one, thank God. The Double Stitch Twins Bobble Stitch Hat and their Links and Loop Scarf. Well, like I said, if I don't make videos anymore, that means this camera broke, but I'm not sure if it's getting ready to break or not. Whenever I can afford another one, I'm not sure how expensive they are online. But anyways, I'll let you know how the craft fair went, as long as this thing keeps working. And I'll let you know what's sold in picture form. And I'll make sure the double pictures is for two things sold at the same time. I'll separate the pictures so you can tell two of them sold. It'll be the same picture, the same item, because I have more sets of it. Sorry about the glitches in this video. You're gonna have to deal with that. And if my camera breaks, then I can't show videos anymore. I'll see you tomorrow on the 31st. I gotta get going to bed pretty quick. Alright. Cross my fingers in God's name it gets sold. I think I knocked my camera over or something happened. The thing blinked again. It's freaking out. And hopefully this thing doesn't break or you're not going to see any more food hauls. I hope you enjoyed the festival thing. I don't know if the trend colors really sell or not. They might in your area. I don't know how that system works yet. People say black and brown, green and white, whatever the trend colors are, I'm guessing. I know one was gray and blue. I had a gray and blue item and I think it didn't sell, so go figure. I think it's okay to test them. If you're going to try trend colors, maybe do a few small trend colors and see if they work. I don't trust everything people say online because some areas might not buy because they don't like those colors or maybe they like different colors. But yeah, so far. So I'm going to make an octopus keychain for one friend that watches me on Facebook. She's a really nice lady. And then I got my other friend that wants that purse strap size. I'm going to charge her $26 even though I charged my friend $25 for it. But I really should have charged her $26, but friendship discount that one time. Her sister-in-law wants it, so I told her just to give me that, and I'm just going to print, like I said, I'm just going to print the total of that pattern, and I'm going to put on the bottom, so if somebody wants purse strap style one, and wants to make an order, I'll know how long to make it, how many rows. Because I accidentally cut it off. You know, it was an accident. Anyways, yeah, so maybe next time, I mean, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do a winter one on here or not if this camera doesn't work and I can't afford another one. I'm trying to see if I can maybe save up for one, but if I can't afford a camera and my videos stop, you know what happened. Okay, my camera stopped. Anyways, I basically got $111. I think I said that otherwise with my friend's order, and I ended up getting two orders, like I said, with the watermelon phone case with the purse strap. My friend's gonna Facebook message me. Messaged me about it. I'm gonna have to charge $1 extra because it's gonna be a longer strap. Otherwise, I got enough for my taxes, just need a little bit of money. I really, really wish that my paychecks were bigger. Even though I can only work a part-time good job because of my diabetes and all that crap, but I do my best. My sugars have been collapsing. I'm trying to drop my insulin, but because it's the longer acting insulin. I'm going to probably see if my doctor could write me a prescription for Humalog and see if it would then. My camera keeps kicking out, so if I stop making videos until I can afford another camera, when I got the money, I'll buy another one. So anyway, sorry about the complaining in my first beginning, or whenever I was complaining on the 30th. So enjoy the pictures of what's sold. Thank you and bye.